third thing. They said, my grandson was deleted like a dog in the street. Grandmother of Jaylen Richards speaks to Fox 45. So she is the grandmother of the 12-year-old. You know, the one with the cute picture, the cute little thing in the picture, y'all, that they want to keep showing you. That nice, well-polished, cute little picture. He's such a little thing, that poor baby. That poor thing.
Jaylen has gotten caught up with the wrong people out there older than him.
Oh, no. I know she effing lying. You trying to tell me that sweet little thing, that cutie patootie, that little cute one that was all dressed up for his school picture, you trying to tell me that he was out here with older people, the wrong crowd? How does that happen, Granny? How does that happen? He's 12. Why is he hanging around older people, Granny? I'm confused. Not this cute little thing right here. You know, his little dimple. He's a cutie patootie, y'all. He hanging out with the wrong crowd. How does that happen? What grade are you in at 12? Fourth grade? Fourth grade or so? Third or fourth grade? Something just ain't right.
Doing things that they made him do, and once you in, you can't get out situation. That's why Jaylen's on that box.
Granny. Let me correct that story a little bit, child. Let me go ahead and correct that story a little bit, child. Okay. Some good mama was out there effing, okay? No protection. Had a kid, didn't take care of it. Shout out to Wash, Rinse, Repeat. Always find a way to F. Make a baby. Can't take care of it. Blame the epitome. The epitome, okay? It's those older kids. It's those older kids that got a hold of him. It's those other older kids that got a hold of him. So probably not at 12 because he's 12 now. Okay. So probably was at 11, potentially 10, maybe 9, y'all. Okay. But again, like we always say, nobody want to take accountability. How come Granny don't want to take accountability? She don't even want to talk about her good daughter. Okay. And what's her role in it? Or is there no mama? Okay, that could be. All right. Let's see if we find out. Come on, Fox 45. I know you got something for us.
An exclusive story you will only see here tonight on Fox 45 News. We're hearing from the grandmother of Jaylen Richards. He is the 12-year-old boy who was shot and killed in South Baltimore over the weekend. Good evening, everybody. I'm Mary Bubala.
And I'm Kai Jackson. Fox 45 News is highlighting the experiences of young people in Baltimore and the unrelenting crime crisis.
In a moment, Mackenzie Frost will continue her exclusive reporting from a mother sharing her son's experience with the goal of turning things around.
But first, Keith Daniels is live after hearing from the family of yet another young life lost in Baltimore. Keith.
Wakai Anitra Jones, the grandmother of 12-year-old Jaylen Richards, talked to me about a battle that she and her daughter, Jaylen's mother, were fighting, a battle to help keep Jaylen safe. But tonight, it was a battle they lost.
They were trying to keep him safe. So Granny and Mama, we ain't hear nothing about no husband. We ain't hear nothing about no daddy, no father, no uncle, no granddaddy. But, you know, I guess that's a white supremacist talking point, right? The facts are the white supremacist talking points, y'all. Again, no man. Listen, how about the fact that, what is his name? Jaylen, I think. Yeah, Jaylen can go out to find a man, or a man came and found him. How about if he had his own man there, his own damn father? Just a thought, but you know, we can't say nothing that makes any sense because you know, crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy, bum, Jermaine. That's all any of these biatches want to say, right?
My grandson was killed like a dog in the street.
The poignant pain of a grandmother. Anitra Jones reeling over the shooting death of her grandson, 12-year-old Jaylen Richards. Jones talking openly tonight about her grandson and the troubles that knocked on the family's door with a tight grip on the boy.
The trouble came a knocking, y'all. They just, Jaylen, let's go. That's what happened? Is that what we saying is what happened? She said the trouble came knocking to the door. Okay? Can't make it up, y'all.
Jaylen have gotten caught up with the wrong people out there older than him, doing things that they made him do. And once you in, you can't get out situation. He was doing things that a child his age shouldn't.
Like what?
Carjacking. They had him carjacking.
They had him carjacking, y'all. They had him carjacking. He was doing things he wasn't supposed to do. They had him carjacking. I'm tired of this false ass, stupid ass narrative. She really is sitting up here. She believes this story, y'all. You know, I keep saying the reparations needs to be mental health help for all Black people, particularly Black women, because maybe it is racism, white supremacy, and discrimination, but we don't have the sense that God gave us. We are half damn crazy out here saying these words and believing it with every single bit of our soul. The 12-year-old, y'all, the 12-year-old got caught up. They came knocking at the door, and I believe it, because I think this is also the state, Maryland, where they weren't going to prosecute, or someplace, I don't remember, maybe it was New York, where they weren't going to prosecute if you were under the age of 16. And I'm like, well, that just opens it up for the damn gangs to go and recruit these people. So they probably did say, we're going to get you a Happy Meal, buddy. I'm going to need you to go do this, that, and the third. I'm going to need you to go do this, that, and the third. And we're going to go get you some McDonald's. We're going to get you some Jordans. We're going to give you some money you can take it home to your mama because you the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. It's all allegedly, but this is what I'm hearing. But we don't accept or take accountability for nothing. The boy was 12 and they're acting like she said he was 25. If he was 25, it'd be like, well, yeah, all right, Granny, I hear you. You try to talk to him. He's fucking 12. If these people don't know that you're supposed to be raising your kid, it is not funny, but I can't do anything but laugh at this point. If you don't know that you need to parent your kid up and through at least until they graduate from high school, please don't have any children. I'm really honest. Bring back Roe v. Wade, because something needs to be done, because this is ridiculous. She believes what she's saying, y'all. You know how we looking at the mugshots and we can tell that they don't care? You can hear in her voice that she believes the story that she's telling, and she thoroughly don't think that her nor the child's mother have a thing to do with it. She ain't mentioning a father, so what you want me to do about that? She ain't mentioning them because there ain't no place to be there. So the young man, the boy, the male, is going to be around other males because he tired of granny and mama and probably a sister and probably a bunch of other women. That doesn't mean he gets to go. Maybe you should go and find his father, given if he's alive or he's not in jail. And if not, then maybe you should go find him a big brother. Maybe you should move up out of the area so he doesn't get caught up with the gangs, because that's another point of these stories, is the fact that these places where these people are staying typically are overwrought with all the regular bullshit, but gangs. Because that's the big problem as well. Shout out to YSL and not Yves Saint Laurent. Okay. Then they find out, oh, we can get the kids to do all the dirty work and they ain't gonna get in trouble. We can use them until we don't need them. And those babies think that they love them They care about them. Y'all remember what happened to Wallace? That hurt my heart, y'all. Oh, Wallace from The Wire, Michael B. Whoo, child. That poor baby. Meaning Wallace. Anyway, when they done with you, they done with you. And honestly, if you live in this community, I don't live in it, thank God. But if you live in it, you know how it works. You know how it ends. And you still gonna let your spawn get away from you like this. I don't want to hear you ain't got no control over it. You absolutely have complete control over it. I'm just trying to understand. I need one of y'all to tell me, is this white supremacy, racism, or discrimination? Which one is it, y'all? Because you already know that's what it's gonna be. White supremacy, discrimination, and racism.
These older children, Jaylen don't know how to drive. He was just hanging along for the ride.
Perhaps a very costly ride. Someone gunned down Jaylen at about 9 o'clock Saturday night. It happened on Mizell Court in the Westport Homes public housing community where Jaylen lived. Police Commissioner Michael Harrison says they recovered what appears to be assault rifle casings on the ground after the shooting. Investigators are releasing few details about exactly what happened, but they say the boy was struck several times with bullets while running away.
You know what that sounds like? Ricky. That's exactly what happened to Ricky in Boys in the Hood. Oh, I tell you, we don't learn shit. The we collective don't learn shit. Because that's how we all get the stigma. The other people don't care. Those people in charge of these gremlins, those people out there doing these illegal activities and using the kids to do it, those people don't care about us. Those people don't give a damn about the rest of us who are just trying to live, be happy, do what we can do, work, enjoy our homes, enjoy our families, and just live. That's all we want to do, okay? And then somehow, some way, we could get caught up in any of this bullshit at any time. You know why? Because people like the man that deleted Ralph, or the man that deleted Kaylee, I think her name was Kayla or whatever, see the same crap going on. Somebody came up to their house, it's their private property and all that type stuff. And then they do these things. And then we have these situations. So it can be potentially perpetuating other things. The trickling effect is what I'm trying to say. Because if I see that hair, but I don't go many places, I don't. But if I see that hair, I'm gonna run in the opposite direction. And don't forget, if it's 2 or more, hit the door. You got to go.
The suspect still on the loose. Jaylen's grandmother confirming her grandson was wearing an ankle bracelet on house arrest the night he was killed.
Now, hold on a damn minute. Hold on.
While running away, the suspect still on the loose. Jaylen's grandmother confirming her grandson was wearing an ankle bracelet on house arrest the night he was killed.
In case y'all missed that. In case y'all missed that. Oh, this poor baby, so cute, he's so sweet. Look at that dimple. Nice haircut. Oh, this little thing, poor thing. He's such a good baby. He was the man of the house. He was the man of the house. That's me talking. He was such a good boy. He was doing the damn thing. He was helping us out. Oh my God. You allowed this to happen, good mama. It's on you. And you too, Granny, if you was over here not putting him in his place or putting mama in their place, because in order for him to have an ankle monitor at 12, that means he did something beforehand. So like I said before, probably around 11, 12. But Granny is sitting up here talking about he can't drive. Granny. Neither did Ladarius. Is that his name, y'all? Remember the little fat kid way back down that they made the Boondocks episode out of it? With cigarette. That kid. He couldn't reach the pedals either. That ass stole a damn truck. If I'm not mistaken, it was a truck, went for a joyride, went to Walmart, something like that, with his wit cigarettes. Those two mamas wasn't taking care of him either. They's feeding that ass, but they certainly weren't disciplining him. He had no man in his life. You see how there's a lot of no men in these young men's lives, but these women don't want to acknowledge that for shit. Not for shit. But it's still men's fault. It's still their fault. A 12-year-old was out at 9 o'clock, running away like Ricky on Boys to the Hood, gunned down like a dog in the street, as Granny said. And Granny's still saying that it was the other people's fault.
The victim, she says, of the crowd he chose.
Yes, it got my grandson killed. These older kids out here that he was dealing with got my grandson killed.
And with that, there's no hope. And with that, there is no hope. Because y'all, I give up. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I got to be this way. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And honestly, at this point, I don't care. These are the terrorists, the domestic terrorists right here in the United States of America. That puts us all Black people. Shout out to everyone else that's here, but shout out to all the Black. I'm speaking directly to the Negroes. That puts us all in jeopardy of people like the man that Ralph went up to his door in error, and even Kaylee, we just gonna call her Kaylee, shout out to white girl Kaylee, went up there in error as well. And these people are not accepting accountability. They're not trying to change. They don't care about them kids. We've been saying this for over a year, y'all. They don't care about them kids. They're ornamental. Whatever you can get for them, that's what they're here for, whether it's food stamps, welfare, Section 8, GoFundMe. It certainly ain't medical insurance on your own. It's certainly not life insurance for the kid. It's certainly not a trip to the library. It's certainly not participating in their lives in school. It's certainly not teaching them anything that the school is not doing. That's the teacher's fault. That's the principal's fault. That's the gangs out here on the streets' fault. That's Mayor Doogie's fault. That's Joe Biden and Donald Trump's fault, and all the racists. It's white supremacy, discrimination, Jim Crow. That's all the reason why this 12-year-old was on house arrest with an ankle monitor on, stealing cars, and Lord knows what else he was doing. And now he's gunned down, and Granny is blaming the gang. How the hell do you combat that? How do you combat that? You can't. So for all the people that's trying to change the mind with regard to relationships, you up against the same damn thing. You're up against the same damn thing. Ain't nobody, for the most part, trying to change. Ain't nobody out here trying to do something different. They definitely not trying to cater. Sheesh. Cater to women means that you get down on the floor and suck your toes as you stand there. It's a waste of time. In my opinion, that's just my 2 cents. She's saying this with conviction right now. So if these people don't even accept accountability for the minors, if they don't accept accountability for the minors, you think they're going to take accountability for any adults? I'm thinking no. And this is the elder, y'all. This is the elder. This woman probably a little bit older than me. This is the elder talking right now. So who does she raise? A daughter that thinks the same way, that allowed her 12-year-old to be taken over and ran over with guns. But then again, they're in the project, so the odds are that it was going to happen, right? but you can do your best to combat that, I would think. You know, saying you should move up out of the hood. It's not that easy to move. Okay. To say that, you know, you might want to go ahead and get a job, you know, do something that's a little bit more. It's not that easy. I need a babysitter. Okay. Well, you know, maybe you shouldn't go ahead and just have kids, especially with several different people that ain't got shit, ain't about shit, ain't doing shit, ain't trying to be nowhere, ain't trying to move you out, ain't trying to care for you and your kids. You don't know that. You don't know that. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Got it. Maybe you should get married. I would rather cater to a kid than to cater to a man. Well, she wasn't catering to this kid. She certainly wasn't catering to this kid. So somebody lying.
They took advantage of him. They still here. They still here. They can hug their grandma. They can hug their mother. I would never, ever be able to touch him again and tell him how much I love him. And it's heartbreaking.
Jones, saddened by her loss, but angry over accountability, with choice words.
The audacity. The audacity.
Him. And it's heartbreaking.
Jones, saddened by her loss, but angry over accountability.
Angry over accountability. How do you reason with this, y'all? After all that conviction she just laid out, she angry over accountability. Did any of the taxpayers, were they a part of that pleasure that the mama took when she was getting it? Any of the elected officials, were they a part of all that pleasure when it released itself inside of her? Any of the people that run the state of Maryland and even Chicago or anyone else, were they in the delivery room when you had that spawn? I'm trying to understand how we will loop any old kind of way in order to get out of not accepting responsibility for our actions, and where we failed, continue to fail. But you know, Black Lives Matter, y'all. Black Lives Matter.
With choice words for the mayor and city state's attorney, Ivan Bates.
Where are these kids getting these guns from? The mayor, the commissioner, Ivan Bates, none of them have reached out to my family yet.
Oh, so their responsibility is to reach out to your family. You know, it's probably at least 10 people that got deleted that weekend, or at least SHOT. So now their responsibility is to come out and reach out to every single one. She's saying it with conviction, y'all. She believes what she's saying. If I'm wrong, please let me know. If y'all see it completely different than me, please, I want you to let me know. I'll let you come up. We can talk about it, because maybe I'm missing something. Please let me know what I'm missing. Did she Doogie? Now you want to call on Doogie? Now you want to call on Doogie? Ivan Bates ain't even been here for 5 damn minutes, but you know his name real quick. Where they're getting the guns from? You know where they're getting the guns from? The people that you just said overtook your damn grandson. They're getting it. Shout out to those that watch Power, though. If you saw this last episode, Numa dropped off them weapons, or maybe the episode before, and said, get rid of them. You know who she dropped them off to? The drug dealers. Hello. That's what Effie and all of them, Kane, all of them, they drug dealers. So they dropped off the illegal guns to them to get out on the street. But y'all let your child and your grandson be out there with them. You let him be out there hanging out with him with his ankle monitor. He probably was supposed to be in the damn house, honestly. But you know, once you get involved, and I don't know gangs like that, y'all, because I don't like stuff like that, but I'm going to assume once you get involved, if they call, you got to go. I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you can be on house arrest, is supposed to be home at 9 o'clock. If we call you at 9:05, you better bring your black ass here. Let me know if I'm wrong. But now now these delusional good mamas and good grandmamas are expecting elected officials to reach out to them for a child at 12 who was on an ankle monitor stealing cars. And we're not done yet, y'all. We are not done.
But they on TV saying this about a child, that about this child. What are they going to do about these guns these children keep picking up in their hands?
Way to change the subject. And notice the color of Granny's hair and her hairstyle. Now listen. You can do whatever you want, of course. We can all do whatever we want. But this is very telling as well. Outside of the conversation, this is a grandmother with pink hair, y'all. Red, whatever the color is. As a grandmother. So if this is who Granny is, imagine who her daughter is. And let's not forget, if you didn't see the community post, remember the good mama who went to Mexico to get her BBL and bought her friends a tummy tuck, wherever the hell she was getting. And then they allegedly, surprisingly, were picked up by mistake. And 2 of them were deceased. She took her kid. After all that, they was just on CNN and Good Morning America, and this was a horrible thing, and it's not right, it's not fair, and we recovering, and rest in peace to our friends. Goes and takes her daughter, and if you didn't see, I'm assuming the daughter that was on the news program with her granny, took her to someplace else to fight somebody, and now she's arrested. Another Black woman. Child, you can't make it up. You really just can't make it up.
You cannot make this shit up.
Well, Keith, this is a powerful story. Did Jaylen's grandmother tell you why she wanted to share all these details?
These reporters ain't shit either. I'm sorry. Shout out to Keith. That's my boy. That's our boy. But dude is like, what a powerful story. Is that what you think, dude? Is that what you think, dude? It's a powerful story? It's a story. It's definitely a story.
Even the negative ones that she shared?
Well, Kyle, that's a good question. I asked her about that again, considering the fact that a lot of what she said was not flattering, including the alleged criminal behavior that she said her grandson was involved in. Still, she said she believes Jaylen's story highlights more of a crisis that's happening across the city. Here's what she said.
I want these older people to be accountable for what they're doing to these young children out here today and taking advantage of them. And guess how many more out here are going to be like Jaylen? Because of older ignorancy, adults that's using kids for their stupidity.
I don't know what she just said, but here's the interesting part about it. If Jaylen wasn't dead today, he would be one of those people doing exactly what the hell it is that she just said. Taking advantage of the next set of youngins that their parents, grannies, mamas ain't paying attention to, ain't raising, ain't holding on to, ain't doing what needs to be done so that they don't get taken away, or maybe they're pushing them out there to do it. Because we know that happens too. But she over here with a lot of smoke for them older people that took advantage of that, what was he doing? Carjacker, the cutie pie, the picture that they want to put out there to be like, oh. And he is cute. He is cute. That proves a big butt and a smile don't make a difference. Shout out to BBD. And neither does a cute smile and a dimple, okay? You're a jackass. You a jackass, regardless of the age and how cute you are. But what do I know? Granny knows it all. Look at that face. Y'all, you about to see that face if you don't get them likes up. That's what I'm gonna use next. Shout out to 123 likes. I appreciate y'all. If you just came in, please make sure that you like. Please make sure that you're subscribed. I appreciate you. We not done.
Grandmother speaking to us tonight, not long after getting home from making funeral arrangements for her grandson.
Stop. I know you're a reporter and all. Well, what's his name? Jaylen. I'm sure he had to be bringing some money home. Y'all, come on. Tell the truth, shame the devil. If he was out here involved with doing whatever, that 12-year-old had money. I'm not saying he was a millionaire, but I'm saying he was getting $20. He was getting something. You think they was holding on to it so they could use that money to plan a funeral or something? Or are we GoFundMe it up? No tea, no shade. Tell the truth, shame devil. He wasn't out there just doing it for nothing. There was some benefit that somebody was getting somewhere. There's only two ways you're going to leave that type of life. And you allowed him to start it pretty early. So this child's half-life was 6 damn years old. Anybody got any 6 and 7-year-olds in their lives? Imagine that bullshit. This is why, not this situation in particular, but this is why, because of a thought process. This is about the thought process, the mind, how this mind works. And that's why I don't believe half of these fucking stories that we be watching. They only giving you enough to feel sorry for them. They doing what the F it is that they want. And then the needs are supposed to come from you and I guarantee if we could really know the story, the true stories of these things, trust me, how y'all think that Michael Jordan is coming off with his best year ever? Excuse me. How are Black people spending $1.6 trillion and ain't worth a stick of gum? That money, first of all, is coming from somewhere. We out here having a grand old time, whatever that means, based off of who you are, doing what we want. And then somebody else that goes to work, owns a home, does stuff right, is supposed to then fund your fucked up lifestyle with your fucking gremlins. That's what you're supposed to do. And that's not just you gentlemen, that's all of us. That's what we're supposed to go along with. And then when we see these stories with the music, remember the lady from yesterday, 6 kids about to be evicted with the nice swan song, and then she got $30,000, got her hair did real quick. That was the priority. We synced it. Get that hair did. You think she put anything into a savings account? A retirement account, a college fund? You think she thought about putting money down on a down payment for a house for her spawns, her gremlins? You think? Or you think she'll be back while she out doing what she wants instead of doing what she should? And that's not me shaming, blaming, or anything like that. That's me saying, this is why I do not care. And I have no empathy and no sympathy, because no one has any empathy or sympathy for me. Just because I don't live the way that you do don't mean that I don't have problems. But you don't see me out here asking for nobody for no help for it. I'm not out here on the news talking about, oh, woe is me, this happened to me. This happened to me. What more do you want from me? Asking for money, playing the swan song, out here carrying on. Oh, but it's because you didn't live like that. Nope. We all got problems. Save it, sis. Save it. People really act like just because people who actually know that they need to work in order to obtain and get and maintain have some sort of a specialty going on with their lives. Here's the specialty. If we don't do it, it don't get done. There you go. We want more than what the government offers with $25 worth of food stamps. All the work that you got to go through in order to get it, it just ain't worth it. And I'm glad that, you know, I don't qualify. Thank you, Jesus. I'm glad. And we still raise kids. Even when we didn't have anything, we didn't get on the news. We didn't get on the news asking for nothing with a swan song. Oh yeah, but you know, y'all don't marry people. You don't do stuff together. You do it separately and then blame someone else. That's why just go back to Granny, y'all. Just go back to Granny. These people with the things that they say, they thoroughly believe it. There's no changing of the mind. And if they're not going to do something with their kids, those kids are going to grow up to believe the same thing, think they do nothing wrong. They can do whatever it is that they want. They can be wherever they want. They can take whatever they want. And then as soon as the police comes through and deletes them, then we're supposed to, again, feel bad, feel sorry, get in there and fight the fight with Black Lives Matter. I don't know why people are still out here talking about Black Lives Matter, knowing the damn thing is a scam. Still out here talking about Black Lives Matter. Scam. I guess they just like the phrase. At least come up with a new phrase. Probably still donate money to that same scam. They probably still getting money, y'all. Where is the government with taking them down? I know I'm so off the subject right now, but why aren't they pushing through to get that damn money back and out of there? Getting some mental health help for people like this. You want to get some government benefits? You need to go to a psychiatrist for at least 5 sessions and participate, or you get nothing. I'm not saying it'll work, but it can't hurt, in my opinion. It is an effort. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. If Granny is like this, imagine what the daughter is like.